Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 132, Calculus with Applications, Section 12.2, Problem 1. This is Section 12.2. It's problem number 1. You have a function f of x equals 3x plus 5 times 2x minus 1. And there are two parts. Part A says, what is f prime of x, the derivative? And part B says, what is f prime of x when x is 7? So let's start with part A. I'm going to leave a little bit of a space, so when I answer A, I'm going to put the answer for B right underneath B. So A, let's say f of x equals 3x plus 5 times 2x minus 1. So this is a product, and the question is so that you can apply the product rule. The first part of the product is typically labeled as a u, and the second part of the product is labeled as a v. And it's good to take your time and write this neatly so the u and the v, one is round and one is pointy, and they don't look the same. So f prime of x equals u prime v plus u v prime. That's the formula that we'll fill in. So f prime of x equals, so the first piece is u prime. My u is 3x plus 5. So u prime is just going to be 3. The 3x, or 3x to the first power, makes a 3. The 5, because it has no x with it, the derivative is 0. So technically it really is 3 plus 0, which is just 3. So the u prime part of the formula is 3. And now v with no prime is just v, 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. Now we're at this part of the formula plus. Then u with no prime, so u with no prime is 3x plus 5. And then the last part of the formula is v prime. So v is 2x minus 1. V prime is just going to be 2. And again, the reason that v prime is 2, the 2x, or 2x to the first, gives me the 2. The minus 1 with no x, the derivative is 0. So it's really 2 minus 0, which is 2. So this is the answer for f prime. I can neaten this up a little bit. You really don't have to. I mean, what you would only ever do with this is put in a value for x, like in part B. But it's easy enough. So f prime of x equals, let me clear the first set of parentheses here. 3 times 2x is 6x. And then 3 times negative 1 is minus 3. And I can clear the other set of parentheses too. 2 times 3x, that's going to be 6x. And then 2 times 5 will be 10. And at this point, I might as well combine my like terms. So f prime of x is, I have 6x and another 6x, so both positive, combine them as positive 12x. And then negative 3 and positive 10, if I combine those, it's positive 7. So that's f prime of x in its simplest form. And now that I have that, I can find the derivative or slope of the function at any point I want. So for part B, it says find f prime of x when x is 7. So for part B, I'll do f prime of 7 equals 12x becomes 12 times 7, and then plus 7. So 12 times 7 is 84. And we'll add 7 more, so 84 plus 7 is 91. So f prime of x when x is 7, which you can just write as f prime of 7, is equal to 91.